Hello lovelies, it's Lex and I have another speed build for ya. So I had a request to do a fallout shelter kind of thing. So my idea was to do it pretty much all underground and then cover the like a little entrance area where the stairs are with rocks, just like make the rocks really big and kind of cover it up. I don't know, I changed how that looks, it's slightly phallic. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing is I have just like the one entrance that has a door and then I kind of cover the whole outside area with big rocks. I make the rocks real big and then added in a bunch of kind of dead plants. This one, my boyfriend says is a lot more New Vegas-y kind of looking just because I do have plants out there that you can kind of see. I didn't put any cactuses, but I have some like kind of grassy stuff and more dead trees. It looks a little bit more livable, I guess. It's not like as like sad of a color palette, I guess, as Fallout 3 is. So it's not necessarily definitely Fallout themed, but that was kind of how he felt that it looked, was a little more Mojave, a little less Capital Wasteland. So yeah, I didn't really go with a Fallout game theme for it. It's just kind of how it ended up looking, but he wants me to do a like actual Fallout 3 kind of techie enclave kind of looking vault thing. I was gonna try to look for something I could use as like a big gear to put in front of the door, but I thought that I would just have a really hard time trying to find something I could use for that, and then that it would just add more routing problems than it was worth trying to do. So this is what the outside basically looks like. I do move the mailbox over and then change a little bit of stuff outside possibly. No, you know what? I don't think I do. I add one more thing. I add like a do not enter kind of barrier thing, but that's about it. The inside, I had the show hidden objects cheat on for this, so a lot of the furniture, or as much furniture as I could find, is the stuff that you can make with the woodworking table. Definitely not everything in here is furniture that you can make with the woodworking table, but a decent amount of it is. And I ended up using a bunch of the like wall details from the vampire stuff pack because it has all the like cracked wall decals and the spider webs and all that kind of stuff. And then I didn't realize I'm gonna put a spider web here in the corner to the left of the toilet, that one that I just put in. If you like are in game and you watch at least that particular one, I didn't look at the other ones, but that particular spider web that I have in the corner there, little spiders come up and like move around on it, and I didn't know that that was a thing. So you can see it in the little video I have at the end that kind of like shows off the rooms a little bit better. While I have the like a guy in the tub and I'm like panning across into the bathroom, one of the little spiders comes up out of the spider web, and I was like, oh, that's so freaking cool. I didn't know that that was a thing. This is just a 1 bed 1 bath. You could like really easily make this a bigger bed, or like, you know, add another bed if you wanted. I knew that I was going to use this stove in this fridge just because that is supposed to be like a wood burning stove. And that fridge matches it. I don't know. I didn't want to use like the super crappy stuff because if you were going to actually have a sim live here, it would be like annoying to have the really bad kitchen. I don't know. And then I ended up changing these cabinets because I thought they were just too nice looking. So I did go in and put the really crappy cabinets and the really crappy counters in from City Living just so they looked more worn, more dirty. I don't know. It was really hard to try to find stuff that was like gross because a lot of the stuff in here isn't. I did use the new sink there from the Laundry Day stuff just because it was a nice like open sink with a bucket underneath it. I thought that was kind of grungy looking. And like I said, I just put tons of these like wall cracks and just anything that I could find that was just kind of nasty looking to make it look a little bit more worn and old. I didn't want to do the inside in stone because I did the whole outside in stone, and I kind of thought of this as like somebody just built this randomly on a lot somewhere. I didn't want it to look like a bunker. I wanted it to look like a fallout shelter. Like you would come here last resort and just live in this basement and be sad with all your sad furniture. I did put a decent amount of clutter in here, but it's mostly just like odd random things that I found. I wanted to put some of the more labby type equipment in here, but like I said before, the way that this kind of worked out, it's more just a last resort, I'm gonna live here fallout shelter, not a like, hey, we are scientists that are trying to save the world with our stuff fallout shelter. I don't know. So there is a little bit of stuff in here that is like, there's a couple of medical things I have on that table there. There's like a little gun thing. I don't know. I just put whatever I could find. And then I did put some of these like kind of gemstone-y type things up on here. Like maybe the guy went out like excavating or something and found these and is going to trade them to somebody for something. I don't know. But pretty much anything I could find that was kind of weird or just kind of like bleh, that's what I ended up putting in here. My one definite New Vegas kind of throwaway fallout thing that I put in here is around the TV. I did put a whole bunch of the snow globes in above the TV on a shelving thing because that is a Fallout New Vegas thing. Instead of collecting bobbleheads, you collect snow globes. So I did put those in just because I thought that would be just a cute little added on thing there. That cardboard is actually a like dance thingy, but I thought it looked nice and crappy, so it does work. I do have my little guy dance on it, so if you do want to have your sim dance on it, they can, but I just put it there because it was just gross cardboard. I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoy this speed build. As always, please feel free to leave me suggestions in the comments down below for any other builds you'd like to see, or if you have any questions about building, or if you just want to say hello, feel free to do that because I love to read comments. I'm also doing a Q&A right now, so if you are interested in leaving me a question for a Q&A, I will link that video on here somewhere so that you can leave me a question if you want. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the build, and I will see everybody later on.
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle, jangle, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell. Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never